This is India, the country that millions of people visit every year. After a month in India, we're here to share some essential tips we learned from our experience. We dealt with a few challenging situations which involved a scam, a hectic street overflowing with crowds, loud noise, and cows everywhere. We found ourselves rattling along in the back of a rickshaw.
We got really uncomfortable in the back of this rickshaw.
Feeling uncertain about where we'd end up. If these stories make you feel nervous about visiting India, you're definitely not alone. In this video, we'll share our shocking experiences that we think you should know about before you visit India. Additionally, we proudly present the legendary Shivansh Ji, India's very own guru. He's here to give you some tips on how to navigate this beautiful chaos you'll find in India. If you're going to India for the first time, this info should act as a bit of a survival guide, and it should help you to prepare and cope for all of the unforgettable experiences you're about to experience. I think we got scammed as soon as we arrived at Delhi airport. From the moment you arrive in the country, you need to be cautious. There are people around who might try to trick you. That's probably going to happen. To avoid this, we chose the safer option, the airport pre-taxi. After doing some research online, I found out that probably the best and most affordable option with taxis or transport from the airport to the city centre was to use the prepaid taxi booth.
Yes, I'm going to Hotel Gold Sydney, China Market.
China Market, yes.
Yes. Oh, how much is it?
Only 950 to
Okay, I'm going to check at this desk first.
Okay, no problem.
950.
So to get a taxi is $9.50, so that is a little bit cheaper than the price that we were quoted from the hotel.
Two people.
From the hotel it was $1,100. This guy's offering $9.50, which sounds okay to me, but I'm just going to check the price at the desk first just to make a comparison. 500 rupees. Okay, do I pay now or do I pay you or pay the driver?
Bring it on it now.
Got in the taxi, off we go, and the driver said to me, because of rush hour traffic and the traffic being really busy, he said that I would need to pay an extra 300.
Yes.
Nobody said that I would need to pay extra. You need to tell me how much?
This traffic is going on road.
So how much would it be? How much extra are you talking?
Okay, location, and on your location I will tell you.
Okay. To me that sounded a little bit strange that I would need to pay an extra 300 rupees. In my mind, the whole point of a prepaid booth is you pay a set price. So I questioned that with him. Then we arrived at Carol Back and he was insisting that I pay the other 300. And I said I don't have any change, I've only got a 500. So he took the money out of my hand, got it changed and took the 300. And it didn't feel right, but I just thought, I've just arrived, I just want to check into the hotel.
All Indians back home, we all use Ola, Uber. We don't go by prepaid taxis, we don't take tuk-tuks. You can even get tuk-tuks on Ola and Uber. Use these apps. You can use card, cash, anything. You'll never get scammed. And if you want to experience riding tuk-tuks and stuff, you've got everything there.
When we were walking along the street in Pushkar, we got approached more than once by men who were offering us a flower.
Where you come from England, sir? No, thank you. For the holiday, hello, brother. It's okay.
So I kindly refused the flower, and the man said to me with a shocked expression and tone, "Oh, that's disrespectful. You can't decline a flower here. That's disrespectful because you need a flower to put on the lake when you're at a holy place." While visiting holy places, be careful of people who approach you. They might seem very religious and kind, making it difficult to resist their requests.
Nothing's free. Don't worry about traditions too much. You're not disrespecting anyone by not taking a flower. My suggestion would be just don't accept free stuff. you'll end up in trouble then.
Shopping in some of the markets, always ask how much first. Vendors might try to charge you too much, especially if you look like a tourist.
Brother, how much? 20 rupees each.
But sometimes you'll run into vendors who won't tell you the price right away. I was in need of a haircut, so I spoke to a young guy and I said, "Excuse me, do you know where I can get my hair cut? Is there a barber shop near to here?" So he walked me around the street, up a few alleys, and then I met the barber. Obviously, before getting my hair cut, I thought I better ask the price. I don't want to get my hair cut and then find out afterwards how much it's going to cost.
How much will it cost to cut my hair? You are my first
No,
customer,
you need to tell me a price. I need
My life is no price. I do more important first my work.
I have to
You can
know.
happy, then I am more happy.
Okay, I can't have a haircut without you telling me a price.
No problem.
Yeah.
My life not telling price.
Okay.
I am important to work first my
I need a
work.
price.
You can happy, then you give me.
No, so I can't get my hair cut without you telling me a price.
And also shaving? No.
No, just my hair.
You tell me, no problem. First time is
No, I can't do that. I can't say that. I can't tell you a price.
I do for haircut and give little massage for relax.
No, I can't do that.
My suggestion would be, if they're not telling the price, just start walking away and they would tell you the price.
I said I need to go. I need to go somewhere else.
You
I
tell
can't
me,
do
no
that.
problem.
No problem. Thank
That's
you.
okay. Thank you.
No, I can't.
Come.
No.
I tell you, no problem. I tell you.
Something like a haircut cut in India at a local place should cost less than $1. So like maximum 80 to 100 rupees, but you could even get haircuts for 10 rupees, 20 rupees if you're just going somewhere around the street.
As with any place, India has its share of good and bad people. However, most Indians are incredibly friendly, honest and helpful. But the rest of our Indian adventure was fantastic. We thought we were being smart. We'd heard that the best way to get around the city in India was to use a ride-sharing app. It's easy, convenient and has no language barrier. One evening we set out on our destination to Old Delhi train station in Maury Gate. Hopefully this rickshaw driver comes soon. Is he on his way? Waiting, okay. And the Uber didn't arrive, so I started to panic and thought, oh, what are we going to do? A guy from the hotel called a tuk-tuk driver over.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, careful, okay? Careful, okay? Careful, okay?
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Once we got on the tuk-tuk, we realised our driver was a bit tipsy.
On. No, thank you. No. Oh.
I'm a little bit scared because the rickshaw driver's just asked us if we want a drink and he's not paying attention to the road, and I'm thinking that he might have actually been drinking alcohol. I'm not sure.
Tuk-tuk driver's drunk, I don't know what you can do. Like, drink with him?
The ride was a roller coaster of emotions, especially for me. 1 minute I was fearing for my life, the next minute I was wishing we could just speed things up and get to our destination as quickly as possible so we didn't miss our train. I need to turn Google Maps on to see whether we're actually going in the right direction. Sir, you know where we're going? Maury Gate. Do you know where we're going? Do you know where to take us? We have to get out, Jerry. He doesn't know where we're going. We can't go. Jerry, we can't.
Okay, sir.
Take us.
Ma-
Where are you taking us?
Hurricane. Okay. Hurricane? Yeah. Okay.
I feel really, really uncomfortable in the back of this rickshaw. I've got loads of thoughts running through my head, thinking, I don't know if we're going to the right train station. I don't know if the guy's been drinking. I don't know if he knows that we're actually going to Morrigate train station. But I'm trying to relax and hope for the best. It's not easy. The driver was weaving in and out of the traffic, honking his horn at everything that moved in front of him. We were in the back holding on for dear life, praying that we'd make it to the destination in one piece and on time. Just panicking because this is the first time we've been on a rickshaw in Delhi, and wow, it's intense, the traffic is hectic. We've just been getting on the metro. I prefer the metro.
If you can't find a taxi or tuk-tuk on Uber, try Ola. If that also doesn't work, then there are so many apps though. There's another one called Rapido.
Twice we stopped. He went in the shop to get drinks, then he stopped to change his battery. How long?
1 minute.
Okay.
One long angry line later.
He stopped to change the battery and he said it'll be 1 minute. Good job that we've got plenty of time to get to the train station. We went earlier. I'm trying to have a word with myself in my head and calm myself down, but I feel out of my depth. I feel like I've got no control over the situation. If I was in a situation where I was in Delhi or another busy major city in India again, hopefully our Uber would turn up, or I'd probably try to get public transportation such as a bus or a train. That would just feel a lot safer for me. Finally, we arrived at our destination. But the driver dropped us off at the wrong Mori gate. He dropped us off at Mori Gate bus station, but we needed to be at the train station. We've been dropped off somewhere, so I've just checked Google Maps and we've got a 15-minute walk from here to the train station. Jerry's better at navigation than me, so he's going to check Google Maps.
Good thing about when you book an Uber or Ola is you'll be dropped at the exact location. Whereas when you just hop onto one of these local tuk-tuks, they might try to take you to shops, they might try to go in circles. So just try to avoid that, I think. It's different in Mumbai though. In Mumbai you can take tuk-tuks, it's by the meter everywhere. So nobody can scam you.
So we had to weave our way through the street for about 1 kilometre. It was the middle of the night. We had luggage with us. So you can imagine I was nervous, thinking, oh, I'm in a place that I don't know where I am, don't really know where I'm going, relying on Google Maps with all our luggage with us. It was unpleasant.
It's so hot, it's burning my fingers.
What's this called? What's it called? India has a wide variety of delicious food that will make your mouth water, but it can be hard for first-time visitors to know what to eat, especially on the streets. Jerry and I, we had a bet with each other. We were saying, who do you think will get Delhi Belly first? I thought Jerry would. He thought that I would. According to the CDC Yellow Book, over 60% of tourists visiting India have a high risk of getting Delhi Belly during a 2-week trip.
For us Indians, food poisoning is a myth. We don't believe in it.
The primary cause of travellers' diarrhea is ingesting contaminated food or water.
When you start on the first days, try to avoid the proper street food. Go take it easy. Go to some restaurants at the start.
5 out of 5. I like that.
India has many delicious foods for you to try. Here's some tips to enjoy them safely. Eat where the locals eat. Look for busy restaurants or street food stalls. This usually means the food is fresh and tasty or cheap. Eat cooked food instead of raw salads or uncooked vegetables, especially when it's raining. Only drink bottled water or drinks that are in sealed bottles, and avoid drinks if you can with ice. So we were really cautious with regards to the drinks that we drank. To a certain degree, we didn't drink fruit smoothies or things like that on a regular basis. Tell a lie, we did drink some lassies.
Andrew is yours. Thank you. Coconut.
Oh. We did drink a lot of chai on the streets, but obviously that's boiled.
A major part is like when people are going to tell you, no, don't eat street food, don't do this, go to nice restaurants. In my opinion, the main part about traveling India is the street food culture. All the best food, all the best dishes are going to be served on the street, by some local guys.
Very good.
What about the atmosphere?
It's peace and quiet. And surprisingly, we were in India for 28 days and neither of us got sick.
I think you guys have been in Asia for a long time.
The first time you arrive in India, the constant honking can be a serious case of culture shock. You can hear this on every street in India, especially in the big cities where there's a lot of traffic. This is a common thing on the roads in India. In England, in Thailand, if you hear beep beep, it usually means f***ing move or f*** you. But in India, the beep beep is necessary to stop there from being an accident.
It's a habit. It's not they're saying f*** you, but then it's just like bah, bah, bah. It's just a habit. The reason behind that would be lack of awareness. People just don't know that honking is bad. Everyone's gonna honk. It's like a very Asian thing as well. Same in India, Vietnam, everywhere.
Before you pack your noise-cancelling headphones, let's decode the Indian honk. Honking in India isn't just noise, but it's a form of communication. Drivers use the horns to convey messages in a variety of situations. Drivers typically use their horn to chat with each other without words. So for example, a quick beep is a friendly, "Watch out, I'm coming through." 2 quick honks says, "I'm coming through." And a long, drawn-out honk means, "Move out, please." That's the polite way of putting it.
The smaller cities you go to, especially if you go to Amritsar or any other smaller cities, I've noticed people would just keep their hand on the horn. And it's like, bah, and they wouldn't stop. There's nothing you can do. Try to stay patient, calm. It's a part of the experience. Breathe.
Cows are a common sight in India, and not just on farms. You'll see them strolling down the streets, chilling in the parks, and maybe even blocking your morning commute. And everywhere we went, we saw cows walking along the street, sometimes blocking the traffic, sometimes just walking up to someone who's got a shop or some kind of vendor, and they would give them food. Down next to the lake, there would be cows there just strolling, just relaxing. In India, cows hold a special place in both religious and cultural contexts. Cows are considered sacred in Hinduism, the predominant religion in India. They're revered as symbols of wealth, abundance and motherhood, and also play a practical role in agriculture. They provide milk, which is an essential part of the Indian diet and economy. That's why you see people feeding the cows regularly on the streets in India. It's an act of kindness and devotion. Sometimes the cows you see on the busy streets in India don't actually have an owner.
They used to belong to someone, but then people just leave the cows outside their house once they stop giving milk. That's why there are lots of cows in India. But it would be normal to see a cow sitting in the center of the street, and the traffic would just go around it. They wouldn't move the cow. So yeah, there are going to be cows everywhere.
That's an amazing sight for me. Seeing the cows walking around all the time was absolutely wonderful.
Don't try, just be careful, don't step on it. No, nothing, it's not going to bring you luck or anything. Okay, so don't keep jumping on cow shit everywhere.
Okay. India is known for its high population density, and the streets can be incredibly busy. People move swiftly and personal space is minimal. With a population of over 1.44 billion, India is the most populous country in the world, estimated to be around 18% of the world's population. I'd never experienced anything like that before in my life. There was just so much activity happening, people going in different directions. For me, it was extremely chaotic, interesting, but extremely overwhelming. Delhi, for example, has over 38 million people living there, a population density of over 11,312 people per square kilometre, and that's in 2024, compared to, say, 3,488 people per square kilometre in Bangkok. That means crowds pretty much everywhere you go, especially in big cities.
Just be careful with everything and keep pushing people, get in. Use your elbow a lot if people are getting too close. Just
That's not nice.
Wow, it's so busy. Remember, crowds are a part of the Indian experience. Try and relax, enjoy the people watching, and be patient. This is a common experience in India. Consider visiting a smaller city for a more relaxed atmosphere. For the most part, we actually had a good experience with the trains while we travelled around India. The Indian train network is really extensive. It spans across 67,000 kilometres, from big cities to small villages in the mountains and to the sea. Many people like taking the trains because they're affordable and typically an easy way to travel. Everyday Indian trains operate over 13,000 trains and serve around 24 million people across the country. It's not surprising that there's sometimes delays on Indian railways. One experience was really unpleasant. We were in Varanasi and we were travelling to our last destination, Kolkata. The day before, I checked the train schedule and saw that there was a 4-hour delay. I thought, not a big deal. We booked an extra night's stay in the hotel that we were currently at and headed to the train station early in the morning.
there's no way to deal with it. Like if a train's delayed, it's delayed. You can't do anything.
When we got to the station, the information board wasn't updated or updating. Hours turned into more hours, almost a day, and the delay kept getting longer and longer. We actually ended up waiting at the train station for a total of 18 hours.
The train tickets could be more or less the same price like a flight ticket, so unless you want to experience the train journey, it'll probably be better just booking a flight.
In India, even a delay can be an adventure if you allow your mind to look at it that way, which I didn't. It's a chance to slow down, watch the world go by. You might meet some new people, share stories with each other, or just try and enjoy peace and quiet internally.
But I don't think trains are delayed that much anymore. Used to be delayed a lot more back in the day, but now they are pretty good. But then you might have, if something happens, the trains could be delayed by 15, 20 or like you guys 24 hours.
So next time you're on a train and it's late, sometimes things don't go as planned. Take it easy and enjoy the ride. It might just be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. After all, it's part of the Indian experience. India is definitely intense, chaotic, and unlike anywhere else on Earth. It's a beautiful mess of sights, sounds, and smells. It's a land of vibrant culture, stunning landscapes, and incredibly friendly people. But that is all exactly what makes it so special. By knowing what to expect, you can navigate these challenges with a bit more ease. We hope this video was helpful and it helps you to plan and navigate your time in India. Thanks for watching and we'll see you soon in the next video.